Hello everybody, welcome back to Robot Attack. My name is Scotterstone5 and today we're here with day 2, I don't know, phase 2 of everything I know about Photoshop in a series of things. Yeah, I'm great at explanation and success. So I think I thought of this a little bit. I think we'll go over some of the still fundamentals. We'll do kind of these, which of course you can't see. There we go. Maybe if you could see it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna go over some of these. I guess I know they're not important, but I think it does take some time to learn some of these. So here we go. So let's say you want to start something new. You want to, so that's it's kind of obvious. For instance, so new blank file. Obviously, you could do US paper, which obviously is standard. Photo, everything's already set up. You can kind of choose what you want here, depending on what you want. Obviously, there's other thing, web, photo, I don't know any of that. I assume this is like pixels and stuff. There's custom, so like you could literally go in, like if you know, a photo or a website's asking for a certain dimension, you could literally, you know, punch it in, say 22 millimeters by 22 millimeters, and resolution and all that. So all of this is pretty nice. So it's, you know, so I, for the most part, depending on what it is, you know, usually like websites I'll do like 3x5s or so, something small. So there's that. For instance, like I'm just gonna pick up something here. So for instance, I don't even know what this is. What's this dimension is? 3 by what, 3.5 ish. So this is like a standard size of what I use. My streaming schedule. It's a pretty nice layout. I think now with the new Twitter update I have to redo it, but yeah. So there's that. It's, you know, do what you want. Like I would recommend kind of like looking online or like saving a file online and then uploading it like I just did. You can open files like this, or you could literally, as you saw, drag and drop into your folder. Here's a Prison Architect file that I found online that I use, but so yeah, you literally drag and drop things, and then obviously you could erase it, and then, you know, it's the size you would want if you something that you found, and obviously edit it. So let's scrap this for now. So yeah, you could open from a file themselves. You could do import. So yeah, it's pretty easy. Obviously, so we're gonna kind of go over these controls later. But obviously, Control Z is undo. It's a quick undo if you mess up. So for instance, you know, if you mess something up, if you want to get, oh, I didn't want to do that, you do edit, undo, eraser, or Control Z, which is, like I said, we'll kind of cover some of the quick tabs that I know of later. But I would recommend kind of memorizing this because it's just a little bit easier to do. So like you could do Control Z instead of going, you know, up and selecting it. So you know, so you could also, so as you can see, there's the define brush. I'm gonna just do this. So we kind of covered brushes before, which is this. So let's say you found something online that you like, obviously copyright infringement, but let's say, you know, you wanted a brush of this. You could actually literally make a brush. As you saw, it was, you know, so literally I just copied that, well, I don't want that. And it is literally a brush form now. Now I have it white. I don't want it white. Thanks, game. So let's zoom in a little bit. As you can tell, this brush, I have my stringing schedule as a brush now, and you could use it. So we'll get into that later, but it's really cool if you want, you know, something that you saw that you kind of want to go with and use a brush. Obviously, there are free brushes online too that you could use that I've been using. So I don't know anything else. Yeah, sure. I don't care. So yeah, you could do rotate. Obviously, it's kind of obvious. I don't really use any of this in the images. You could obviously click grayscale. So like any image you want, I'd recommend, you know, taking it in like a photo that you have, taking it in color, and obviously you could always edit it later to do black and white. As I just literally clicked on it. Like, it's that easy. So yeah, it's cool. There's a lot of things here. Okay, so I don't really do anything in here. I think I usually do it the hard way. I'm sure there's easier ways to do things. I'm just like looking at this, like adjust color. I'm sure there's just like easier ways to do something, but I don't play around with any of this enhancements. Layers, we kind of covered this already. New layer, you could just do that by clicking this anyway, so I don't really see the point of this. Like I said, I recommend doing layers, 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 and when you're done with layers, have more layers, because I just thought of this, like, to stress this enough, like let's say, you know, you have all these layers on top of each other. Well, now, you know, this background, the first click you can't really get to. Like, oh, I like it, but I can't get to, like, for example, let's just go back. So let's say we'll just do this different colors. Come on. You know, so you're doing more layers, and you're like, well, I like that one color, you know, I like this original color, and now, you know, I kind of want it moved over here, and I can't move it over here without moving everything else. So this is why you kind of want more layers, so that way, you know, if you like something, put a ring on it, obviously, but you know, if you like something, it's gonna, so now, I still messed it up, didn't I? Because I made a copy, so, you know, for instance, it would be like this. Oops, come on. So, it's very tedious, by the way, as you could tell sometimes, but I guess it's hard. So as you can see, it's easier to, you know, rotate this around versus trying to figure out all these layers and stuff. So yeah, new layer, you could duplicate layer, delete layer, which, like, everything's pretty obvious. I could literally do it here, just click delete of the layers. None of this obviously I use, because like I said, it's pretty easy to use. So select, you could select all, you could do grow, similar. I don't use any of this either. I'm trying to look like feather. Maybe this is more like text stuff. Let's find that out. But so let's kind of just text something. Oh no, yeah, I guess I don't really use that either. Filter is a lot of stuff that I do kind of use for sure. It's just really easy to kind of use. It's really nice. So let's just do a blank file real quick. zoom in. So I kind of just use this for text. So Scouter 715. So usually that's kind of really hard to read, but so you could do blur and then it's there. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I think it's probably because I didn't select it. So you want to select the item and then filter blur, or you do noise, add noise. Yeah, just say sure. This I guess I don't really use that too much either. Dry brush. What's this? Oh geez. Oh yeah. This is so you can't see it, but this is you could literally click the dry brushes. But usually I do this automatically. I don't do it this way either. I usually go with this effects here, and then so right here, click effects, and you could literally play around with anything. You could always edit it too. So, and we'll cover this kind of later of kind of some stuff once we get closer. But it's an option. It's kind of cool. It's really nice to play with some photos. You know, for instance, like this one. It's really fun to play around with, as you could tell, like clicking some of these. Just to play around with it. You know, obviously for photographer, these would be really good use, but I don't really use them as well. I just use, like I said, mostly for like texting, like text. I don't really use it for photos. I'm really keen to not using these filters and stuff. Actually, that's kind of cool. Persuade myself, but yeah, as you could tell, like, you know, clicking some of these really, you know, brings it out. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, obviously view, zoom in, zoom out, windows. So anything is pretty self-explanatory. Like I don't really use most of this besides obviously file new, and you know, you could obviously when you're done you could save it and you could export it too. So yeah, I hope I know it's a very short video. I think I just wanted to cover some of this, even though, like I said, 90% of it I don't really use anyways. I just mostly use this, and so for sure. Oh yeah, flatten image. So this is a good one, flatten image. So when you're done, you know, you have all these layers here. This will kind of put it all together into one. But I wouldn't recommend that, because now, you know, you save it like this and then you want to come back to it. So, but you know, if you have a million you know, layers like this, you could always, you know, put them in folders too. I don't really know how to do that. I think they changed folders in here. So, but yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoy this. For sure, next time we're gonna kind of like, we're just gonna like make something, and then, you know, I'll kind of tell you how to do it, and that way we could get kind of really quickly into advanced stuff, and, you know, kind of explain some of the stuff a little bit easier. Oh yeah, I also do, like, you know, I do prefer seeing the ruler on this top here, because it really plays an important role of, like, just like how the image is. So I think you could there's a way to view the ruler, like I want to say it's like view. Oh yeah, view, and then you could do rulers. So you could do grid too if you're really into that, but I'm not, which is probably, I should probably convert to too, but I like I like to use a ruler because it's just way easier to, I guess, I like put it to scale of what it is. I'm not sure why it's converting all this. Oh, you could change it too. So you could convert it to inches, centimeters. That's cool. I did not know that. See, I'm learning. But yeah, I usually put inches, so at least kind of get the general idea. But yeah, next time we'll kind of jump into something new, and I hope you'll join us then. If you like this, click the like, click the bell, subscribe, comment. If you want to share what I'm doing, if you want to like tell me things too, if you know something, I'm like to learn. Like I said before, I learned pretty much Photoshop all on my own for the most part. I took some college classes, but I'm always learning, willing to learn. I just really prefer like playing around in this versus educating myself. So again, if you want to see more, let me know. If you want to tell me things, let me know too. And thanks for watching. Bye.